So let's get into the first trade recap here, which were these Nasdaq shorts that I took on Monday at around the 6:45 a.m. window. And what exactly gave me short bias for Nasdaq during this specific window? Once we swept out these lows here and manipulated them, we saw a bullish continuation signature higher, where we then ended up sweeping out some of these highs that formed at around this 23,781, aka these were the pre-London and London highs. What did we then see around the 6 o'clock window? Well, we formed the high of the 6 a.m. candle here, which then what did we see happen? So we'll mark this out as our 6 a.m. high. Once we see the 6 a.m. high, what exactly did Nasdaq do? Well, we created this 6 a.m. high, formed a small bearish retracement into some of these. Once we had formed this 6 a.m. high, what happened with Nasdaq? Well, we formed a small retrace before finally the 6:30 a.m. window ended up sweeping out and manipulating the 6 a.m. high. And so here at this 6:36 window, we ended up causing this 2 bullish candle up closure, which swept out the 6 a.m. high and then caused a what? It created a bearish change in state of delivery here, which I'll mark on the chart here as our bearish SIST. Once we form a bearish change in state of delivery, what do I typically like to look for in these trades? Well, when we see a bearish change in state of delivery, I always like to look to see a candle body closure below in order to signal me into a short signature.